Okay, my family and my friends, this is just me about Carlo. I want to talk about something that I bump into on the internet, and I think I should just spend 5 minutes to talk about it. It grieves my heart to see that the body of Christ, as commanded by Jesus, Jesus prayed the prayer in John chapter 17 that they may be one. I prayed not for the world. Go and read John chapter 17. If you see the way Jesus cried and prayed for the church, he knew that the problem the church will have will be division. And division started by religion. The only way to God is through Jesus. After that, every other thing is elementary, secondary, university, anywhere you want to put it. If you come to God through Jesus, and you acknowledge the fact that Jesus died for your sin, it's enough. It's not for us to start going into competition with who know God best or who is closer to God. So don't be deceived, God is not mortal. It's only God that knows those that are his. I saw a pastor was criticizing Pastor Jerry Eze on the phrase, what God cannot do does not exist. If you look at that phrase in context, not outside context, what is actually saying that there is nothing impossible for God to do. An angel of the Lord used that same statement in the book of Luke chapter 2, I think verse 37. When he came to meet Mary, and Mary was saying, how can I be pregnant without knowing that I've not known a man? He said, with God, nothing is impossible. So what is he saying there? That what God cannot do does not exist. He said it first, an angel. I wonder why this pastor is not attacking the angel that made a statement saying that it is impossible for God not to do. There's nothing God cannot do. Now they take the statement out of context and say what God does not do does not exist. That was not what Pastor Jerry said. I'm just trying to bring this light so that we pastors, ministers of the gospel should stop. The pastors are not your problem. Your brothers are not your problem. If there's anything I like Apostle Suleiman for, I don't care how you guys see that man. He's my favorite online preacher when it comes to his stand, when he's talking about other pastors. Defending them, standing for them. Yes, there are sometimes where his flesh will have rule over him and he's not 100% perfect. But almost every time he's talking, his interest is kingdom mind. Protecting those in the kingdom, not coming out to give them up too cheaply. Pastors attacking pastors. What will be your gain or your benefit? Most of the trending issues on internet now is one pastor's error, another pastor's feasting on it. But this one is not even an error. What Pastor Jerry is saying is correct. There is nothing God cannot do in the positive light. The only thing God cannot do that I know, He cannot fail you. He cannot lie to you. It's impossible for God to lie. The angel told Mary, he said, with God, nothing is impossible. Pastor John Eze took that word and said, what God cannot do does not exist. Same words, different phrase, representing the same thing. And a minister of God, Pastor Ebe, sorry, man of God, I'm not coming here to pick on you, trying to condemn what I'm condemning. Did you take out your time to call Pastor Jerry and discuss this issue with him? As the Bible commanded that if you think a brother is falling, call him, talk with him. That I think this phrase is not correct. Did you? And when you did, if peradventure you did he say no to you? And if he said no to you, did you call another person to be a witness as the Bible also commands? Before you now hand the person over to the devil. Coming publicly to condemn another person's ministry is no. In the book of Matthew, just that in translating the Bible from the original language to English, a lot of phrases were not rightly translated. He said, as I have commanded you. That is to say, God commanded people the way He wants them to go, as I have commanded you. That's why you see somebody in Deeper Life Bible Church is serving God doing it differently. Redeem is serving God doing it differently. Apostolic is serving God doing it differently. But it's complementary. Nobody will say his own is the best. It's as I've commanded you, because human beings are unique and different. So God will command you to the congregation that will listen and obey you and follow you the way He wants them to follow you. Does not mean your own is the best. It breaks my heart. What do I know? I want to beg you all, just like Revelation says, on the judgment day, be hearing things like, you have served well, you have done well, but nevertheless I have somewhat against you. Don't let God have anything against you. Leave your pastor. So I'm not saying that you should leave your church. Go and look for God for yourself. Seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Don't take this message out of context and start being rebellious and rude. Church is good. It's a place of fellowship. It will guide and tame your spirit and limit your thoughts to be wandering. But do you have a relationship with God? Personal relationship. He knows my name. Does God know your name? What do I know?